Good morning, guys. I'm really late this morning because I am getting back into gear. I took the day off today, man, because I'm tired. Because I laid it all on the line this weekend, man. As everybody was here, man, we just kept going and going and going all night, just ministering and loving on people in South Beach and then on Monday in Fort Lauderdale. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful time. And so today I thought I'd talk to you guys a little bit about what I learned or what God spoke to me about during this time, man. Because, God's always speaking. He's always revealing to us things about ourselves and Him and others and teaching us and bringing us into who we are and who He has called us to be. And, He's been teaching me a long time about the monster or the miracle, I call it. And, out there on the street, I encountered a lot of monsters and a lot of miracles. And, yeah, man. Yeah, it was just an amazing time. So while we were out there, one of my buddies, Tim Earhart, was praying for and talking to this young lady named Hannah. She was just kind of laying on the sidewalk as we walked by. How, Claudia, how you doing? And she had been beaten, man. She had a big black eye, and she'd definitely been beaten. And she claimed to have been raped. And she was homeless and she was destitute and she'd run away from home. And so we just prayed for her and loved on her and spoke truth into her. And she said, "Hey guys, man, can I walk with you? Can I walk with you? Can I watch you minister to people? Can I watch you love on people?" And so we said, "Sure, come along with us." And so she would walk with us, and as she would walk with us, she'd go through these phases. When we prayed for her, she had peace, but she'd go through these cycles of anger and even violent outbursts. And she would turn on us. One minute she'd claim that we were her friends and thank us so much for being with her. And the next minute she would turn on us and call us Lucifer. And she'd say, "You're the problem and you're the reason I'm out here." And speak all kinds of damnation into us. I don't know what she said, honestly, all of it. And so I took her back to where everybody else was. And you could just hear that monster inside of her, right? That's why I'm talking about the monster. You could hear that condemnation, that pain, the things that have been planted in her, the rape, the abuse, the devastation, the failure that she walked in. So she'd come to the miracle. She would listen to what we say. She would receive the love and the peace, but then she'd go right back to the monster, man. And this happened over and over again. I took her back to where the rest of the team was, and we talked, and Sean Hurley prayed for her, and Presley Peterson prayed with her, and several other people. We all prayed together, and again, she accepted that peace, and she thanked us profusely. She's like, "Man, you guys are true friends. You really love me. There's no one out here like you. You guys are awesome." And then right back to the monster. Right back to the monster. She'd start yelling at us and hating us. And then she'd have delusions because obviously her mind wasn't in the right place. And she'd have delusions. She'd speak about the delusions as well, which is the lies that lead us to the monster, right? And so what I decided, because I've encountered this a lot before, is like, hey, I need to get her away from the team because the team is ministering to people right now and they're being impacted, and she is too. She would receive the peace and she received the love, but then she'd go back to the monster. The team needs to be able to do what they do. So I got her away, and Presley Peterson and Joshua went with me, and we decided we were going to get her a place to stay. Sean Hurley had given her like $30 that he had in his pocket that someone had given him specifically to give to her before he met her. Someone said he was going to meet someone that was like her exact description. And so he gave it to her. And so we were going to pool our money together and get her a place to stay. The problem is that in South Beach, all the hotels and hostels were taken and were full. We took an Uber, we walked around, we called everybody, and I even tried to get her into a women's shelter. And when she heard that everything was full, she got very angry because she felt rejected and she was back to the monster. But the miracle was staring her in the face. The peace of God, the delivery, the freedom, a warm place to stay, and even return to home. I spoke to her mom, and we were going to get her a plane ticket to get back home, but she wouldn't have it. She took the phone from me. And so the miracle was staring her right in the face, but she couldn't get free of the monster, even when freedom was there. And I said, hey, what if I took you away from South Beach? What if I took you closer to the airport or to Broward County or anywhere? What if I took you away from here? Because see, the monster for her was South Beach. What if I took you away from her? And she just began to get angry and angrier. She would take my hand and she'd squeeze it as hard as she could, and she'd beat it on the table, and she'd call me Lucifer. She called the miracle the devil. Ever heard that before? And then at one point she got so angry she took off my hat. Bam, bam, bam. She slapped me in the face 4 times with my own hat. And I was like, wow. Man, wow. And so it got to a point where I told her, I go, listen, we want to help you. I want to get you a hotel room tonight. I want to help you. I want to do everything I can for you. But if you don't want it, then I can't give it to you. So here's the option you have. You can stay and you can have a hotel and you can have your miracle, or you can get up and you can walk away. And she got up and she walked away. She walked away from the miracle, guys. And that was hard. It was hard for me. It is hard for me. I'm sure it was hard for her. She walked right off into the night. Right back to the monster, right into the belly of the beast. And I don't know where she is, guys. I don't know where she went. I don't know if she got raped again that night. I don't know if she got beat again that night. I don't know if she's dead. I don't know anything about her. But you guys, the miracle was staring her right in the face. She experienced peace and freedom every time we prayed for her. But she just didn't want to leave the monster. Every time she had a real chance to leave the monster, like when I was on the phone with her mom, or when I said, hey man, let's take you out of South Beach, she refused it, guys. And let me tell you what, Hannah's no different than us. She was just wearing her pain. She was wearing what she identified herself with on the outside. And a lot of us have that same pain, and we're in that same rape, and we've taken that same beating. We're just wearing it on the inside, and God's offering us a miracle. And he's saying, lay down all that stuff you define yourself by. Lay down that pain. Lay down that beating. Lay down that rape. Lay down that abortion. Lay down that lie. Lay down that addiction. Lay it down right now. I'm giving you the strength and the power to lay it down right now. I paid for it all. I was going to pay for it all. I was going to pay for anything she needed to get free. But she didn't take the free gift that was being given to her. Just like we don't take the freedom that God's given us, guys. And we walk away and we walk back out into the night. We walk back out into the rape. We walk back out into the murder. We walk back out into the death. And we turn our back on the freedom and life and goodness and grace and mercy and kindness of God. But you know what? I got her number. And you know what? God's got your number. And he's never going to turn his back on you. And guess what? I'm never going to turn my back on her. I don't know if I'll ever hear from her again. But I texted her this morning. And I said, hey man, your miracle's waiting for you. I haven't gone anywhere. That's what I texted her this morning, man. One day she's going to answer. And I'm going to be there when she does. You know what? It may be 5 days from now. It may be 5 months from now. It may be 5 years from now. But I'm going to keep texting and calling that number, man. And Jesus is going to keep texting and calling your number until you answer, man, because he stands at the door. and he knocks. And he knocks. My dog thinks there's someone at the door now. Hold on. Charles, it's me, buddy. And he knocks. It was me, buddy. My dog's like barking because he thinks someone at the door. And you know, he's going to come in and sup with whoever lets him in, man. And I will be happy one day to sit handed down with my family when she answers that phone and sup with her and be the friend that she's never had. I know that God will fulfill that dream one day. But I just encourage you guys, man, don't return to the monster, man. You got to decide today, am I going to live in the monster or am I going to live in the miracle that God is for me? So I encourage you to do that, man. And I also encourage you to keep walking, man, no matter what you see. Sometimes we don't see the miracles in other people's lives that we want to see, but God is and has worked a miracle. It's just figuring out how to manifest itself. I like what my buddy says, we're just working on our testimony. I like to think of it as the miracle is manifesting, you know? And yeah, so I love you guys. I'm going to pray for you real quick, and I hope I've been an encouragement to you. I love you, Seth. Thank you. Thank you, brother. That's a miracle. And yeah, I'm just going to pray for you real quick. Pray for me and my family as we recover from pouring out all weekend, all Memorial Day weekend, and we get back into loving on each other, man. It's a sacrifice for a family to do these things, but it's also an honor and a blessing. And I was honored and blessed by each and every person that came to work here in the streets of South Florida. If you want to know how I was honored by them, you can go to my Facebook page, because I wrote a personal message to each one of them and what God had showed me about them and what they had given me. So anyways, let me pray for you guys real quick. So Father, I thank you that you sent your son into an earthly body, that he became earthly vessel, that he was born in the likeness of sinful man, that we might see what it looks like to walk out the law in chesed, in agape, in loving kindness, in him and through him to others, in us and through us to others. Father, I thank you that you sent a miracle to slay the monster. I pray that each and every heart watching this now and later would be open to receiving that miracle, that free gift that you are for us. And that as we receive that gift, we might freely give what we freely received. That the world would be one, that we would walk in the unity of Christ, that we would see your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. All fear, all depression, all confusion, all lies, all sickness, all hate, all destruction, all condemnation. Go, leave each and every person watching this now and each and every person watching this later. In the name of Jesus, so be it. Amen. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.